Okay, so in this video, we wanted to go ahead and do a little intro here to set you up for what we're going to show you. We kind of just started videoing at random, and we kind of need to set it up. So this is what Charlotte, you're gonna look at this video and think, I don't know. So we're gonna let you be the judge of this. Charlotte was bidding at this auction, and we got several things, but the one.
In my defense, he said I can bid on it. He just didn't say how much.
Yeah, I let her go. So we're gonna find out. It's gonna be a fun situation for us. We'll just put it on video, let you watch, let you guys determine what you think about it. Should we tell them how much we paid for it yet, or let them?
Tell him.
Tell them. All
I'm
right.
not ashamed. I know I made it back.
All right, $800 she bid this thing on. But the good thing is it's one of those auctions where you bid $800 and that's all you pay. There's no fees, no tax, no nothing.
That's why I bid that much.
Yeah. All right. So
now, what are you worried about? With all the chances you took, I'll just have to buy you dinner as well.
Right. I don't know if I'm going to be getting dinner tonight or not. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's get into it. It's going to take us a while to do this. We're going to break it down, and we'll just take you along for the ride here.
And
so
later on in the video, I will tell you my strategy if it worked out.
All right. And at the end of the video, we're going to have some special bonus footage. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So if you want to watch some bonus footage, and we'll explain that later on. Stick around to the end. Okay. So without further ado, let's get right into. We're at the auction. Look at this junk pile right here. Scrap, all kinds of wire. This thing is a mountain of scrap. Not sure what this is going to go for. Or you can hear the auctioneer in the background. And all kinds of goodies on here. Look here, almost walked into that copper pipe. All right, I don't know, we're gonna bid on it. That's a lot of work right there, but it could pay off if the price is right. All this mess of wire here.
Look, there's a can.
Oh, and an aluminum can. Free, probably. So there you got Charlotte. She bid on this big pile of junk. This was all her. We got a lot of it loaded up. We got a bunch in the back. We already took a load. So this is our second load, actually. But there she is. She bid on this, so I'm making her load it. Right?
He's helping. Where's the heavy stuff?
Yeah, I'll help her with the heavy stuff. But we had some long pipe in there that's too long for my trailer, and we had to cut it with a grinder. Some of that pipe, there's all kinds of scrap. There's copper in there, there's aluminum, all kinds of goodies. All right, we're gonna break all this down, see if we made any money on it. There's a big motor over there.
Looks like copper. What's heavy?
All right, we're back for our second load. Got just that little small pile, and we got all this on the trailer right now. I think we're gonna make it. What do you think, Charlotte? We're gonna make it?
Yeah.
All right. All right, that pile is completely gone. It's all on the truck. Made Charlotte load the whole thing. All right, this is our third load, and we're done. All right, Charlotte's going through the pile to find aluminum or copper or anything like that.
Mine.
Oh, she got her an aluminum pipe. Well, yeah, it's a service wire pipe. That should be aluminum. The whole pipe?
Yeah, the wires.
Well, the wire. The pipe?
The whole pipe.
All right, cool. That's good. All right. Anything else? Steel? Steel?
This is full of me.
That's just
I thought it was copper because it was green, but it's
steel.
It's copper.
All right, so let's go get this loaded up and get this down to the scrapyard. All right, folks, we're at the scrapyard right now. We got a trailer full of scrap. We scaled in at 8160. I don't know if you can see the trailer back there, but we're waiting on the scale for this truck to unload here. All right. So we got the guy who owns the scrapyard. He's unloading the trailer for us. I don't know if you can see it or not, but just want to get a quick video of this.
Second load, and I found some treasures in that pile of trash. Not many, but some.
So as we're here at the scrapyard, bringing our last and final load of scrap, which we don't have a trailer, we just have our truck, and we gotta wait in line and wait for them to load the scrap truck, load them up so that they can get rid of the junk.
They take the junk out.
Yeah, we bring the junk in, they haul the junk out. Guess that means they're done. I think it's our turn, Charlotte.
I'm ready.
All right.
Ready.
Yep, it's us. So up to this point in the video, we have taken all of our shred from that auction to the scrapyard. You know, we just had to get rid of that. That was a whole lot of shred laying around in our yard, and it stayed there for a couple days until we could, until Monday came and we got rid of it. But let me show you what we paid for this, or I'll show you the auction slip here. And this is one of those great auctions, you know, where you bid $5, you pay $5. There's no taxes, no fees. This is a great auction. And I don't know if we told you how much we paid for this. Charlotte bid that pile of junk. Well, excuse me, it's listed as scrap. $800. She paid $800 for that. And I mean, there was a lot of wire in there. But you know, this is the whole idea to find out, you know, can we make money? We want to make like a 20% profit on that. So that would mean that we have to make about $960. All right, so here's our auction slip. You can see we bought several things here. The last one there, lot 549, the scrap, $800. And as you can see, we spent a total of $851, but that being our biggest one, and that's what we're going to focus on, is getting that 20% off of that $800 right there. We'll show the rest in another video here. But here's where we're at right now so far. You saw the video of us going to the scrapyard. Here is the first load that we took. We ended up getting it in 3 loads. So, you know, this is all 4/13. That would have been April 13th. So April 13th, we took in a load that was 2,060 pounds, and it pays 9 cents a pound. So that load was worth $185. We came back and reloaded the same day, and we loaded 3,000 pounds onto our trailer and got a total of $270 for that load. And then our third and final, after some of the stuff we had to break apart, get some pieces of copper, some brass, and all that off of there, and the rest we just threw in the back of the truck, and that would come to a total of 680 pounds. And that got us $61. So this is where we're at so far. You know, first load got us $185, second load got us $270, and the third 61 for a total of $516. And if we want to keep on with our goal of $960, we still need $444. All right, so this is what we have left after we got rid of all of our shred and we've divided everything up. We have to divide this pile of wire. This is a mixture of aluminum and copper wire. Hopefully it's mostly copper. And then we have this pile right here. And this is, I think, about probably 95% aluminum, which is okay. So we're going to strip all this down here. This will pay $1.20 a pound. I don't know. We need $444. Think we're going to make it, Charlotte?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's get busy separating this stuff out.
More than that.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay. We'll find out. All right, that pile of aluminum wire is gone. It is now in this 55-gallon bucket. And it's full, that's good. Unfortunately, it's aluminum, but we'll see what we get out of that when we weigh it. Here's what we got left. We got all the wire on this trailer right here. Now, I know some of that is still aluminum. Hopefully, most of it's copper. But we're gonna go through it, separate the copper from the aluminum, and then strip it all down. And then we're gonna weigh it all up and see how we ended up with this auction. All right, trailer's empty and I got it divided. This is the pile of aluminum and over here is all of our copper. All right, I'm gonna strip this down. I'll probably do a majority of it. You see the size of the copper pile compared to the aluminum. So that's good, that's bigger. So I'll probably strip most of this down off camera or maybe just do it in fast motion. We'll see how it goes. All right. Okay, so I have got all the aluminum stripped down, and this 55-gallon bucket is jam-packed full of EC wire, which is good for $1.20 a pound, but today is Arbor Day, so they add another 15 cents. So I'm gonna take this up to scrapyard and get $1.35, I believe. Let's weigh it up and see what we got. Got my scale set at 0. Gets us 149 pounds, minus 18 pounds for the barrel, so that puts us at 131 pounds. All right, so here's the Bear Bright that we got. We're gonna weigh this up here. Let's set that tub up there and tear this out. We're at 0. We're gonna dump this copper in here. And this is all the Bear Bright that we got out of that pile. And it comes to 14.6 pounds. I'll have to get the price when I get back from the scrapyard because I'm going up there right now. All right, so now we got all of our aluminum that was in that pile, and I have this bucket tear weighted, so we're starting off the negative. So we're gonna let Charlotte load it up on the scale there.
Does it need to go?
Nope, you're fine. It's already teared. The bucket's already teared. All right. Stack of that other stuff up there. See if you can get those on there. Any way you can get them to stay so we can get a weight. Oh, nice. Okay, what do we come up with? 20.35 pounds of aluminum. All right. That's sheet aluminum. Okay, so here is our number 2 copper that we got. And we're gonna weigh that up if Charlotte can lift that bucket up. She's pretty strong. So we're at 0. She got on there, nice. Oh, get your foot out of there. And what we got? 71.95 minus 11.5 pounds. So 71.95. So that gives us 60.45 pounds. Okay, so we took all of our scrap up to the scrapyard. Everything that we weighed up, we showed you, and here's the results. Here's what we got. Okay, so like we already showed you earlier in the video, we paid $800 for this massive pile of shred, scrap, whatever you want to call it, wire, aluminum, brass. There was a little bit of everything in there. And if you remember from earlier in the video, we already showed you the shred that we got. We ended up with 5,740 pounds of shred at 9 cents a pound. That gave us $516. And then the aluminum that we pulled out of there, we ended up with 20.35. And like I said, it was Arbor Day, and they paid 70 cents a pound, which is a nickel more than they normally pay. So we ended up with, what do we have? 20.35 pounds at 70 cents. And that gave us $14.25. Now the EC wire that you saw stripped down, we ended up with 131 pounds, and they told me they were going to pay $1.35, but when we got there it was $1.30, and you can see that right here. $1.30 for, we got $170.30 for that. Now the Bear Bright, they also paid a little more. We had 14.61 pounds, and they were paying $4.95 on Arbor Day. And that gave us $72.27. You can see that right here on the Bear Bright, $4.95. And then the number 2 copper was paying $4.73 that day. And we ended up with 60.45 pounds of number 2 copper at $4.73, and that gave us $285.93 for a grand total. Remember, we paid $800 for this, and it gave us a grand total of, what did we want, Charlotte? We wanted $960, right? And we ended up with $1,058.75 for that big pile, which put us in the positive of $258.75. All right, so we made $258.75 off of Charlotte's buy.
That's a win.
That's a win. All right. Nothing to complain about now. So I guess I got to buy her some dinner. But other than that.
No, you tell them how after you did it, you said, I don't think you should have spent that much. And I said, just keep looking through the pile.
Right.
There.
We did all right on that. Yeah, there was a lot of work involved in it, but you know, that's what we do.
We're scrappers.
Yeah, we just come out in the shop, turn the radio on, and scrap stuff out.
There was some things that fooled me in the pile, but there was also some hidden treasures that I don't even think they knew that they put there. Some brass and things, not much, but some. I did have a strategy, believe it or not.
Tell them your strategy.
My strategy was, I noticed there was a group of men there at this auction and they all had the same sweatshirt on. So I looked at the back of it and it said they were from a recycling business.
Yep.
So I noticed they were bidding on all kinds of scrap. So I watched them come over and check the pile out multiple times, walking around it, climbing on top of it. And so I thought, if they come over and bid on this, I'm going to outbid them. And I did. We got it. Gary was like, what'd you do? I said, keep the faith. We're going to make it. And so it turned out to be a win, and I'm excited because this is the first time I ever got to spend big money.
Yeah.
Usually I just spend, $5 or $10, and this was the first time I got the chance. Gary gave me the purse and said, "Here, find something to bid on." He went his way, I went mine, and that's what I bought, and we did good.
Yep. So that was her strategy. She said earlier in the video that she had a strategy and she was going to share it. So
that's what it was. I just watched them. They all had the same sweatshirt on and they were looking at it. So what did they see? I thought there was something there. So I waited. The two of them came over and then they bid it. And I kept bidding and finally they quit.
All right. So I guess we're going to just end this video then, right?
I don't have anything else except for you to take me out to dinner.
Right. I owe her. All right, so we're going to end this video. We thank you all for watching, and we got to get our scrap to the scrapyard so we can get paid.
And I got to go change my clothes. Look how dirty I got.
Yeah, we already took the scrap to the scrapyard, though, so can I say that?
You can say it.
I already said it. All right.
We do have to clean up. And
all right. Okay, so thanks for watching. Okay, so here's some bonus footage that we were talking about earlier. All right, Charlotte, while I was out bidding on stuff, Charlotte's there making friends with everybody. And
that's what I do.
She ends up meeting this couple, and they knew that we were bidding on all this scrap. And this is things that happen as you get out there in the community and people know who, they see that you're scrapping people. And they offer assistance, they offer scrap just because they don't want to deal with it and stuff. So they'll call people like us, and Charlotte meets this nice couple and was talking to them, told them what we were buying, and they were there to buy a car, right?
Yeah, totally.
So as we were picking up all of our pile of scrap, he's bringing things over to our trailer saying, "Hey, I don't have any use for this. I'll just throw it on your scrap pile." So we're like, "Yeah, sure." So he did several things. He brought several things from his car. And then he started talking about he had things at his farm that he wanted to get rid of. And if we'd come over there, he'd load it up onto our trailer. So
I got to count that extra scrap because I met them at this auction. Right. And it didn't add up to that much, but every little bit helps.
Yeah, so I'll show you what he gave us. All right, so this is the bonus footage that we got. Guy said, come and pick this up. He'll load it for us, and we can bring it to the scrapyard. So this is what we got, a big old tank and a rear end. All right, we're here at the scrapyard now to unload it. Another $49, and that's all due to Charlotte meeting people at the auction and getting some extra. So this is the bonus footage what we're talking about. It's no big deal, but Charlotte wanted to include it.
I didn't want to just add the scrap in because it wasn't part of the pile, but yet it was part of the auction. If they weren't at the auction and I didn't meet them, they wouldn't have gave it to us. So it goes with it, but it wasn't part of the pile. That's all I wanted.
All right. So, all right, that's the bonus footage. Thanks for sticking around. All right, see you on the next video.
Bye.